So welcome back to Rock Solid Motorsports. Today we have the privilege to introduce to you this very nice driver quality 1962 Ford Thunderbird. And this second year of the third generation for the Thunderbird comes to us benefiting from an older repaint in its factory Corinthian white exterior, you know, with all the factory chrome, factory hubcaps, powered by that great sought-after 390 cubic inch V8 backed by the 3-speed automatic transmission and finished in its factory turquoise, light turquoise metallic vinyl interior that has benefited from some restoration over the years. You'll see a beautiful vinyl seats, carpet, the factory dash and door panels, showing some minor age, but this car has definitely been very well cared for over the years. And it's not just a great looking Bullet Bird, it's a great driving bird too. So we'll grab the other cameras, we'll go for a test drive. This is a color of interior that you do not see very often.
No, with the white, it's a real pretty color combo. Beat you.
Yeah, you did. So now we're going to go ahead and test drive on that very beautiful 1962 Ford Thunderbird.
Yep.
We need keys.
Keys would help.
Yeah, sorry. But your chrome in the interior is in very good condition.
Actually, for the most part, I mean, the dash and door panels look like they're original, like you'd expect. I don't believe they re-popped these. And you have a couple cracks in the dash and the driver's side armrest.
Yeah.
But your carpet, your seats, I mean, they appear to have been replaced at one point or another.
They're awfully nice to be original.
Yeah, they're in excellent condition. So
I'm going to go ahead and fire up that 390. And this car is outfitted with a push-button start in replace of the cigarette lighter in the center console, kind of like an anti-theft.
Yeah, so turn the key on and hit that button, and she fires right up. I mean,
and I forget that every time I get in the car, and it fires right up that 390.
Absolutely.
But
actually, mechanically, this car feels very tight.
It does.
The 390's healthy, just purrs under the hood, and actually the transmission shifts through the gears effortlessly.
Yeah, so that automatic transmission, it does. And these Cruise-O-Matics, you want to drive in the green dot. That gives you all 3 gears.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you could wear out that first gear by not using it.
Right.
So, but this car does shift through all 3 gears just like it should, even downshifts, as we'll find out after the roundabout.
And these Bullet Birds, they're just such a nice riding and driving car. If you haven't had the chance to drive one of these, I know Dad's pretty fond of this generation of Thunderbird. He's owned a number.
I am, and these are one of my favorite driving classics.
Yeah.
I mean, they are just solid down the road, nice and comfortable, and the cabins are nice and big.
Yeah, and quiet.
And quiet. I mean,
Yeah.
I got a hint of...
I just have a hint coming here from my vent window. But they handle the road so well. I mean, they float down the road like your larger luxury cars, and that's what these were. They're marketed as a personal luxury car. But the 390's got plenty of power and torque to just effortlessly pull this down the road. They're just such a great driving car.
They are, and this is the second year for the Bullet Bird, 1961 through 63, and very subtle changes throughout the years. Just your side trim, and then a little bit to the hood, a little bit to the doors, but very subtle.
Absolutely. They had a neat interior too. I mean, it just kind of all wraps around you, all flows together. And I love the gauge cluster with the 3 big cylinders.
And it was supposed to be kind of like a space age body style, kind of jet.
Kind of like a spaceship just going down the road. It's cool. Yeah, it's great styling. Yeah.
Round bullet taillights with the Qs.
And the swing away steering wheel.
Yes.
Yeah, that was always such a neat feature. It's always a favorite on these Bullet Birds. And this one's nicely optioned, being power steering, power brakes, like you expect on a luxury car in this era.
And the brakes are amazing.
They are. Yeah, for 4-wheel power drum.
Yeah.
This thing stops on a dime.
It does. So you want to be careful in that parking lot. But
it does have like a Willwood like brake controller under the hood, and you can actually, right now we have it on softest setting. You can turn it even higher up.
yeah, because it was braking way too hard. When
Yeah,
we first got
you
the car.
can really make this thing stop if you want to. But no, it's just a great example. You can just kind of tell that someone's just lovingly maintained this car. It's had some restoration throughout the years. But
Yeah. And all your gauges appear to work. Your fuel gauge, temperature gauge, speedometer. The clock is inoperable, but the factory AM radio works.
yeah.
So we're gonna let that 390 breathe a little bit. It does shift, downshift into passing gear like it should. Third gear, 60 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So no rocket ship, but it was.
No, but it's smooth. It still sets
Yeah.
it back pretty good. I mean, those Z-Code 390 are pretty torquey, so
And the 390 was the only motor you could get in Bulletbirds.
a couple different variations.
Yeah, just different carburation. You could get a 4-barrel, or you could get it in the M code, which was the 2-barrel carburetors.
6-pack.
So, and you know, I'm not paying attention. We're doing 65 miles per hour, and this car is just straight and solid on the road. I mean, it's easy. The one-finger steer. But yeah, beautiful driving car.
Absolutely.
So if you're in the market for a Thunderbird, Bulletbird, just a great classic from the 60s, and you can drive and enjoy, you definitely want to stay tuned to that walk-around inspection. You don't want to miss out on this very nice driver quality 62 Thunderbird.
Absolutely.
So now that we're done with the test drive, we're ready for the walk-around inspection portion of this beautiful 1962 Ford Thunderbird. And we'll get right into it. It's a nice driver quality Thunderbird. It does have a couple minor flaws in the paint, being an older repaint. And we'll start here in the windshield. The driver's portion of the windshield is nice and clear. I'm not really seeing any chips or cracks. Your polished trim is in good condition, showing very slight age. Your cowl and the paint on the cowl is in very good condition. And your paint actually is laid nice and smooth and does shine very well still. But it does have some flaws that we'll see. But this driver's side fender, we do have some old like tar or something there. There's a couple of little minor imperfections in the paint down low. The rest of the fender, nice and straight. Your Thunderbird trim emblem is in very good condition. Riding on those factory steel wheels with the factory hubcaps. And Tyler, you said the tires were dated 21. So the trim on top of, we got a minor ding on top of the fender here. The rest of it's in good condition. Down here is probably about the worst age of the paint. It's got a couple little cracks and a couple little chips in the paint. Could be touched up. And your driver's side portion of the hood is nice and straight. You do have a minor touch up here. And all your chrome's in good condition, showing very, very minor age, including your Thunderbird emblem there.
You have some minor defects.
The paint.
I'm trying to stay out a little light here.
All your chrome and polished trim across the front of the car is in very good condition with minor age. We got a couple little dings in the middle of the bumper there.
Some minor defects here and there. You got some chrome loss down here low.
For the most part, very straight.
These are both Fomoco sealed beam headlights. And so are these, all four of them.
So coming around to your passenger side at the top of the fender, we do have a couple more little chips in the paint.
Over there here.
On the passenger side of the hood, it's nice and straight. We do have a minor blemish in the paint there. There, a couple of them.
Touch-ups up on the cowl.
But your trim on top of the fender, very nice and straight. The fender itself is very nice and straight again. Thunderbird emblems in very good condition. And all four of your hubcaps are in good condition, showing some minor age. You might find a couple little dings along the outer edge, probably from being installed on the wheel from over the years. Both your wiper arms are in very good condition. Passenger side glass is in good condition. Nope, I'm not seeing any chips actually or cracks at all.
Glass is nice and clear.
Yeah, your trim around the glass is in very good condition, shines very nicely. So is that quarter window trim, showing for very slight age, but your mirror showing just a little bit of age, starting to show on the mirror. Your trim across the top of the doors in very good condition.
Got some kind of paint cracking down behind the...
There's just a seam. There's a factory seam. Yeah. Your door is nice and straight. We do have a couple minor chips down on the rocker. All your glass on your passenger side of the car is in very good condition. And all the trim around the glass is very good. And coming into the interior, see a well above average interior.
Doors are nice and solid throughout. Same with your door jambs. No rust issues. Your passenger side door panel is in very good condition. You might have some slight discoloration on the top of the panel versus the sides just from the sun on it. But your armrest is free of any cracks or any major age. You do have like some light scuffs here and there, but the door panels are believed to be original. But your bright work and your stainless on the passenger door is in very good condition. Your carpet in the front is in very good condition with very little age or wear to it. Same with the passenger side vinyl seat. It's got plenty of padding, no splits or tears in the vinyl. You do have brand new seat belts. Your dash is also believed to be original, and it's nice and straight. At least on the passenger side, you might have some light warping around the vents, the defrost. So you do have the typical cracks in the corners of the speaker cover. And I think the driver's side showing a little bit more warping than the passenger side. But the trim inside is in very good condition. You can see your interior light works like it should. Thunderbird script logo is in very good condition. Same with your lower dash. But you might have a little bit of discoloration. You can see the color difference there between the dash and the center console. And the lid too is just a shade off, probably just from being in the sun. But and here we talked about in the test drive, there's your push button for your push button start. All your heater controls are in very good condition. Same with your AM shafted radio, that does work. Headliner throughout is in very good condition, no rips, no heavy stains. Back of your passenger seats in very good condition, same with your rear carpet. And your rear bench throughout is in very good condition. It looks like it's been sparingly used, if at all. You do have a little bit of age in the door panel and the panel in the rear, but not bad.
Coming back outside, across the roof, passenger side of the roof, nice and straight, slide down, I don't see any dings or dents. Thunderbird emblems in good condition. The lower piece of trim is very good condition. Trim across the top of your quarter, it's in good condition. Got maybe just a very minor ding right there on the very edge.
I think it is. I don't know if it's going to show up, but they're very, very minor.
So coming down low, we do have some bubbling right here.
Looks like there might be a little bit of filler in that area too.
And there's a body seam in this area too, so there's a lot of times there's a little bit of filler. Looks like there might be there. It's got some fish eyes there. The rest of the quarter's nice and straight. All three of your pieces of trim on the quarters in good condition. You do have a little stone chip there, but your skirt's in very good condition. All four of your hubcaps are very comparable. Now you can see that rear package tray is in very good condition. Same with your rear glass and the trim around the rear glass. Shines very nice. Coming to the rear of the car, your cues are in very good condition, showing just some minor age. Might be a little ding here and there in them as well. Rear bumper is in good condition.
And if you're not familiar with Thunderbirds, this whole chrome piece here is your cue.
Both cues have got just some minor dings. We do have a little bit of rust pimples there on the rear bumper. Your rear deck lid is nice and straight. I was showing you the rest of the bumper. We do have a couple minor chips in the paint.
But the decklet itself is nice and straight.
Got a
Might have a
real
minor
dent right there.
Yeah, I think so.
So on these Bullet Birds, of course, they got that awesome, in the middle of the Thunderbird emblem, flips up. That's for your key. You'll find a nicely finished trunk with the extra piece of carpet in it. It's in very good condition. And this you'll see, I was going to show you, that's all glued down, but we got the factory air cleaner and valve covers that go with the car. So if you don't like the Edelbrock ones, very easy to change those out, especially the air cleaner. So coming back out to the driver's side quarter, it also is nice and straight. Your quarter trims are in good condition, still shine nicely. Might have some minor paint loss from black, but
You have a faint scratch. It's about probably 6 or 7 inches long there, just behind the skirt.
I got some really light bubbling down there too.
Yeah, a couple like
front of
fish eyes. And you kind of have them over here in the door.
And there is a dent here in the trim, pretty minor. Driver's side of the glass is in very good condition, same with the trim around the glass. Lower trim's in very good condition, same with the Thunderbird emblem. And the driver's side portion of the roof's nice and straight. I'm not seeing any dents or dings. The rest of your quarters very nice and straight. And the door as well. We do have a couple, looks like pimples in the paint. It's not bubbles, just kind of
Fish eyes.
yeah.
You kind of have them kind of throughout the rocker here. The rocker itself's nice and straight. Same with your door.
The top piece of molding on the doors, very good condition. The window trim, showing a little bit of age, but very minor. Same with the mirror. We got mostly right there on the stem, but all 3 pieces of your glass is in very good condition.
You have a little chip at the edge of the door on the top.
You come into the driver's side portion of the interior, very comparable to the passenger side.
And the door again is very solid. And your door jamb, have your factory trim tag. And your driver's side door panel is showing a little bit more age than the passenger side. You got some discoloration on the top, just like the passenger side. But you do have some cracks in just some light cracks there. And the door panel, but your bright work again, very good condition. Door panel got some scuffs down low and maybe a little puncture right there, but not bad. And well above average condition for being original.
And I think I forgot to mention that it does have, I got the key on, but I did test that power seat, and the driver's power seat does work in all 4 directions.
The driver's side sill plate is got a little bit more wear than the passenger side. Some scuffing kind of throughout. The door jamb's nice and clean, no rust issues to note. Got a little bit of vinyl loss there in the corner of the dash. You have a little bit of wear right down here low on the driver's side seat, but again, plenty of padding bottom and back of the seat. Vinyl's in very good condition. And the plastic, got a little bit of paint loss here down low on the seat. Driver's side carpet's in very good condition. Do have some slight discoloration on a few spots, not bad. Like I said earlier, you have a little bit more warping on the driver's side of the heater vent than on the passenger side. But your gauges, your cluster, and your swing away steering wheel. Now it is worth noting that the gate or the steering wheel lock is either not adjusted or it's broken. But if it does work if you're in gear. It locks it nice and straight, so you don't have to worry about it swinging away from you. That steering wheel is actually in very good condition. You do have a little bit of age cracking along the rim, which is typical of the steering wheels of this era. Back of the seat's in very good condition. Same with the rear carpet and the back seat.
So coming back outside, you'll see that engine compartment housing that great 390 cubic inch V8. And you see the Edelbrock dress-up valve covers and air cleaner. So we'll fire up that 390, show you some lights working.
395 is right up just like it should. No knocks, no weird noises. Just purring like that big block should. So some lights working. There's your headlights, your brights, driver's side turn signal, passenger side turn signal. All your front lights work just like they should. Coming up to the rear. There's your running lights, your brake lights, your driver's side turn signal, passenger side turn signal. Reverse lights are in it.
So if you're in the market for a classic Thunderbird or classic from the 60s that is easy to drive, take to any local cruise in, it'll stand proud, take a close look at this beautiful 1962 Ford Thunderbird. Rock Solid Motorsports.